Hi everyone! Today we're going to be talking about logarithms, and so we have 4 goals for today. So you're going to see this playlist as you go through the different objectives. We're going to be defining a logarithmic function, starting at the very basics with what a logarithm is. Then we're going to convert between logarithmic and exponential forms. Next, we will evaluate logarithms, and lastly, we will solve logarithmic equations for a specified variable. Okay, so we have a lot to go through, so let's get started here. First, I wanted to do a little review because logarithms and exponents are very related to one another. So if we were to simplify this expression 3 squared, remember that an exponent means it's the number of times that we multiply the base. It would not be 3 times 2. It would be 3 times 3, which would give us 9. We multiply the 3 by itself twice. If we did 3 to the 4th, well, that would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And if you actually work all of that out, that will be 81. And then, of course, a negative exponent, we need to flip the base. So we're really doing 1 over 2 to the 3rd power. So that would be 1 over 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So 1 over 8 would be the final answer. So when we're dealing with a negative exponent, we're really turning our base into a fraction. Okay, so let's get started here with defining our logarithms. A logarithm is the inverse function to an exponential function. It's a way of writing the exponent that would be given to a base in order to produce a specific number. So it is true that a logarithm is an exponent, if you think about it, because it's the exponent that should be given to the base in order to produce a specific number. So I've written out an example here to show you how logarithms and exponential functions are related to one another. We've got the exponent that should be given to 2 in order to produce 8 is 3. And the way that we write that out as an exponential is 2 to the 3rd power equals 8. The way we write that idea out as a log is log base 2 of 8 equals 3. Okay, so when we write our logs, the base is the little number. The 8 is really more like the answer, and that 3 is the exponent on the base. So we just see these numbers appearing in different parts of our expression. Okay, so 2 to the 3rd equals 8, log base 2 of 8 equals 3. The ideas mean the same thing, they're just different ways of writing the same concept. Okay, so here's another example of what a logarithm is. So in this case, our 5 is the base, log base 5 of 25 equals 2. That 2 is the exponent. Okay, so 5 to the 2nd power equals 25. And that expression with the exponent should make sense to a lot of us by this time. The logarithm is simply a new way of writing it. So the exponent goes over on the right side of the equal sign. The base is that little number. Your answer for the exponential expression goes inside the log. Okay, lastly, before we get into some more nitty-gritty problems, is there are some special logs. I call them special because they have special names. So when you see log written without a base, it's considered a common log, and it's just log base 10. So they don't write the 10 in when it's log base 10. And ln stands for natural log, and it's a Latin phrase, and it's for log base e. Okay, so if they will never write log with a base of e. They're always going to write ln, standing for natural log. And those are special logs because we use them so often, and so they just have a different notation or a special notation. Okay, so that's it for this first part of our session. So you're ready to begin the quiz on join.quizzes.com. You can enter the game code that I provided. Make sure that you use your first and last name so that I know that it's you. You do need to include your last name. Otherwise, you might be giving credit to someone else in our class that has the same first name as you. So you are now ready to complete question 1. Don't do question 2 yet because we're going to do that in the next video on our playlist.